The North Beach Footy Club, to me, is a family. It's a strong commitment to the jumper. I suppose the culture that shows, I suppose, connection, and it's such a bloody enjoyable place to be around.
Playing with all these guys through the years, they're still my best friends, and that will happen with all the guys who play now. That's going to be their future.
There's always opening arms, people you know. It's a great place to come and have a beer with the mates and enjoy the atmosphere.
To me, it just stands for community. It stands for all the good things that we do when we get together, and to have the fabulous success we've had and to understand the background of that success, it just makes you a better person, and I think all the guys here are better people as a result of being at the North Beach Footy Club.
I went to the formation meeting in the back of the Castle Hotel. In 1964, when we first joined, we were the lowest grade of D grade. It was a mixed team. We had all sorts. They came from everywhere because it was the first senior Aussie rules team virtually in the northern suburbs. It's just a trip out like we do now, go to Warnbro or go up to Quinns. Our very first facilities was the original club rooms, which was just, they were terrible now. You would never play anything in them. There were two red brick buildings with a toilet attached on one end. The North Beach jumper was actually designed in 1963 when the club formed, and I think Bruce Scaff had a lot to do with it. He wanted something different and unique. Incidentally, it's one of the few clubs that has not changed its original jumper after 50 years. Con Spence was the inaugural coach. One of the stalwarts at that time was a bloke called Bruce Scaff. He was the president, secretary and treasurer and all the bits and pieces. And Brian Kiley was a legend at the club. For many years, North Beach struggled, and after a while, as we got the numbers, the success came through. It took us about 9 years to get into the finals. Our first premiership was 1975, our Colts. In the 1980s, we were a club that went from D grade to C grade to B grade and A reserves. And along that way, we started getting a few players who wanted to win. Then we recruited this bloke, Neil Savage, and he brought a level of professionalism into the club, both with administration, and he had this uncanny knack of reading football. He's the one that probably changed our club into a strong A-grade club. He recruited players, Gary Tate, Mark Kiley, all played their junior football at North Beach. They weren't outside. Then we started looking for a coach mid-year. He went out and got Corey Buick signed up before it even finished with York that season. So the professionalism from Sav, he could see a future in the club. The long-term people like myself, yeah, we could see a future, but it was a long-term. Sav wanted immediate success and he gave it to us. We brought in sponsorship with Rory O'Rourke, one of the longest-serving sponsors in any amateur club, for a local person to support local people. It's great.
We've sponsored North Beach for 27 years. Love being involved.
When Corey left us, we had another couple of coaches who were ex-league players. Then we got this bloke who rocked along, a bloke called Billy Duckworth.
The biggest impact Bill had on me, I remember distinctly cleaning up one Saturday night, and Bill came up to me, and he barely knew me at that stage, and took the bin off me and said, the president of the footy club shouldn't have to do that, and he went round and did it. It was only a small thing, but it just typified the sort of bloke he was and what he was going to do for the footy club.
I finished at West Perth. I'd come back from Essendon, and I still wanted to play footy, so Richie Buick rang me up. So I said, yeah, I'll come down and see how it goes, and been there ever since. I played another 2 years, and then they asked me to coach, and I thought, oh well, I'll give it a crack. And it was hard early. Like, we got some floggings. I think our first year we got to 5th, so we made the finals on my first year, and we built from that. We got a group of players who stayed around, and we had that core group who played probably 200 games together. That was a secret to it, like getting that young group together, and they stayed together, they become good mates, and to see them evolve through the footy club was fantastic. Ever saw a Colt, we think, oh, he can play A-grade. We used to play him. No hesitation, come through the resis, like, the kids are your future of your club. I wouldn't have been half as successful, like firstly without Lindsay as the team manager, and probably the biggest thanks from me was like Kyle's. I don't really think about the enormity of the 7 flags. I think the thing I'm more proud of is since '96, North Beach haven't missed the finals. And for us to play finals every year is just a huge effort by the club and the people involved.
Well, the dedication comes when you enjoy doing something. We always got together after the game and talked about it.
Certainly the culture of the club has been one of its very good strengths, and it has been one that I've thoroughly enjoyed.
I've spent a considerable amount of time here, I suppose. The North Beach family, and there's different things you can go through with them. It's support them when they need it, and it's they support you.
Look, we love the place. My best mates are from this footy club. Still my best mates are from this footy club.
It's been a big part of my life, and I've enjoyed it. I've made a lot of friends out of it, and I've probably made friends I'd never make otherwise if it hadn't been for North Beach Footy Club.